getting used to another way of moving around. I'm using my gamepad, which is basically an Xbox controller attached to the TV computer. Right. I really know what I'm doing here. Promise. So if things seem to go a little weird, it's because I'm not really used to this controller. So, because I'm more of a mouse and keyboard kind of guy, for the most part, especially when moving around in environments. So as you can see, you know, I'm just kind of looking around, walking, or jogging, whatever this is. Okay, so I just thought I'd point out something that I found kind of funny. Anybody else notice a strange thing with this texture here? You got RZ on that side, which looks fine, and then you've got a complete mirror image on that side, right there. So, come on CIG, fix the textures, it's not that tough. Take that portion of the texture or create a variant of it that is not mirrored onto the door. Fix it. It's weird. It's setting off the OCD for some people, you know, like for example this one. And then, what's the deal with this one here? Is there anything else that's weirdly mirrored? I wouldn't be surprised. Or if you're going to do text, do it as a decal, or something like that. Okay, these aren't too bad. T's are, you know, pretty straightforward no matter how you do them. As long as they're not upside down or something, like a, you know, an inverted cross or something. Anyway, so... Wow, this place is dark. I mean, really. I think I'll switch back to one of the other ones. But, I mean, I like the aero view hangar and stuff, I really do. But, it's really dark. I mean, it really is. Although the lighting is kind of interesting. So, you know, the shadows are kind of not bad. Different, but... Oh, look. Big guns. Really big guns. Anyway. So, yeah. Why not? So I'm not gonna bother trying to go into the social area because I'm just not feeling very social. And plus it's kind of a hit and miss thing at best. CIG needs to work on that. But this is not me complaining as much as just saying, okay, this needs to happen. I have no idea why I have that little model, because I have no interest in the car at all. But that said, whatever, you know, it's neat looking. I don't need it, but yeah. I think it was one of the subscriber, backer, whatever things that, you know, you get for giving them money every month or something. As you can see, I don't really keep up on those things. Let's see, how do I do that? Oh, look, I can jump. So no. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to run in this mode. I don't think I can. Well, that's interesting. Okay. That wasn't there. Okay, so I'm about to tempt fate here. So it's solid. Well, as solid as space can be. And there is a decal over it. You know, it's just sort of... Something isn't rendering. That's interesting. Look, we're in space. And I'm not dead yet, so... Maintenance. We seem to have a problem with the floor here. Could somebody please fix it? We're missing an 8x3 panel in the floor that appears to be kind of, you know, gone. Or at least invisible. Not rendering. That's what it is. By the way, that's 8 by 3 feet, not meters or whatever. And what's up with the windows up there? Watch that. Anybody see that? We're getting something on the other side, but I have no idea what. It's almost like a reflection or you know, kind of an external. No, I'm thinking it's kind of a reflection of sorts, you know, or projection into another space. Really interesting. Maybe I'll go up on that catwalk and see if I can find out what that is. Let's see, closest elevator is over here. Or lift. Don't mind my quick movements. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this controller. Huh. Wonder if I can see down in there. Well, it has a floor on the other side, so I think it's probably just trying to be another room on the other side of the wall. So perhaps that's a window into our future. See, there's another one right there. And the same thing. Okay, that one's working fine. The glass, I mean. Well, this is interesting. Okay. That one's doing it. Huh. Look, someone can spy on us. That's an external... That looks like a viewing area. I want to be able to get to that. That would be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't think I like that. It's supposed to be a private hangar. Anyway. I know it's for their security people to come in and say, well, we don't know if you're behaving yourselves. We're going to have to confiscate the contents of your cargo hold. Why is that, sir? Because you have plants in there of a variety we do not recognize. Yes, well, whatever. They are harmless. They are orchids. Or something, I don't know. But anyway. I'm just making stuff up. Oh, hello. Okay, so these aren't doing it. At least not as far as I can tell. Anyway, rendering stuff. Interesting stuff. Oh, but those are still. Must be on this side primarily. And they all appear to be doing it over here. Well, that's interesting, if nothing else. A little odd. I will say one thing. I've probably said this in the past, and I'll probably say it again in the future. But I really like these. These are cool. These are fun. These give you something to look at that seems to actually be doing something. You know, some means of powering the hangar. And a lot of them, you know, way down. There's like, I think there's a total of like 4 right now, all told. Yeah. You know, in a 2-part hangar. I think it's 2 per hangar, which, you know, makes sense. 2 per hangar section, I guess you might say. But, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think, pause the recording and switch to one of my other hangars. Probably my Revel in York one, because the lighting is better in there. Well, this has a certain character, which is interesting, but, you know, I really prefer the Revel in York, honestly, overall. Anyway, so I shall return, I suppose, at some point in the not-too-distant future. Okay, and here we are, back in the hangar. Well, back in a hangar. Note that there are no ships in this particular section. That's because I went ahead and just, you know, pushed them as far apart as I could get them. Because apparently I have a certain masochistic streak and I like to run long distances for no apparent reason. And one thing that these hangars do have, not quite in their favor, is they tend to be a little harder to navigate because they're somewhat less open because of these giant partition walls. But there's the Merlin way over there, and on the other side, way over here, if I ever get there, if I ever get to the point where I can see it, is the Freelancer Dur. That's a long way to run, I gotta tell you, especially without the ability to actually run. And especially without, say, a working Grey Cat. Because, you know, CIG can't fix it or won't fix it, or just plain hasn't fixed it. And here, I think the ceiling panel, the ceiling looks like it's missing something. A few panels here and there. They may have changed the models or something, I don't know, but anyway. One thing I like about this hangar is that it has these really nice areas which you can wander around in with your buddies and stuff that, you know, are accessed by these rather large elevators. And yeah, they're pretty good sized elevators. We had the elevators these size in our society today, they'd probably use a lot of power. So, I'm going to try to turn around without being drunk. As I said, I'm still getting used to the controller. Anyway, so it's a very nice hangar, nice and open, very large, plenty of space for, say, a corporation to get together and discuss ideas and plans and things that they're going to do to inflict upon others because, you know, some people are pirates and others aren't. Anyway, not a lot to see, really, you know, just, you know, stuff on the ground down here on the lower level, which is, at this point, you know, kind of empty over here, except for the Grey Cat, the Arena Commander thing, and the hollow configuration thing. Anyway, so yeah. I can't remember the hollow table, that's what it's called. Okay. Yeah, anyway. Which, by the way, needs a real redesign because I still don't like the way they've got it arranged. But, hopefully in 2.0, in AC 2.0, they'll have that implemented, and, the new version, and, you know, it'll work better. Everything has to start from somewhere. So yeah. I'd hate to have to pay the light bill in this place. And there's the Freelancer. All silver and shiny. Quite a nice little spacecraft. I use a little loosely. It's not tiny, it's just, you know, not huge. It's very linear. Very longitudinal, actually. But and there's another little hangout area over there if you don't want to be quite so high up above the ship. And, you know, there's all kinds of places to kick back and relax. And, I mean, this could house, well, maybe not house, but hold, contain, theoretically, quite a large number of people. Where's the party at? Everywhere? Everybody just sort of spread out. Lots of statues that are twisting and turning and rotating and a sinuous curve. Or two. Upon a pedestal. Rotating slowly and, you know, looking a little rough textured and somewhat rusty. But interesting, no less. Anyway, I guess you could call those down there a little bit more cozy or something, because there's no way to go from one level to the next. You have to, or not level, but one section of the hangar to the next. You have to just up the elevator into that area, down the elevator, walk around the partition wall, go to the next one, up the elevator, and so on and so forth. But yeah. Whoa, hello. I've completely forgotten what I was doing. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's see what we have going. Wait, hold on. Why isn't that working? Huh. That's kind of strange. Insert isn't working. Does change from first to third person view. Did they change the key, or am I just being stupid? Don't answer that. No point in being rude. Alright, so I'm rearranging things again here on the flat surfaces of mine. Yes, I'm going back to using the mouse, because it's easier to navigate for me. And I can hold down the shift key and move just a tiny bit faster. Here is the main portion, the main area, you know, where you're actually permitted, if you will, to always have, you have to have this section in order for the other ones to attach. Yep. Fish. And stuff. They're in a kind of inner space rather than outer space. That does look like it's missing something. I just don't know why. Okay, we can watch the elevator arrive. See? Way down there and coming up. You know, it's funny, you'd think that with these things on the walls that those would have pass-throughs for the elevator, but I guess not. I would have done that, but then I guess it helps if there's something on the other side to catch you. Maybe that's it. They don't know for certain that the other elevator is going to be there, so they just sort of say no. Anyway. Back downstairs, and I gotta say, this really is a large space. I mean, that's a lot of open space, even taking into account the fact that you're like a 6 foot tall individual in a very large room, and it's just, it takes time to navigate. There are probably stations that won't have this much space, at least not in one area. That would probably be asking a lot. And I gotta say, I really like these. they add something interesting to the place. They keep it from being too static. Because otherwise, I mean, the only things that are really moving around here are the fans up in the ceiling and the animations in those panels. Other than that, this whole place is pretty static. It doesn't change much. Not real, you know, the wood and the metal is kind of interesting. Oh, and by the way. Yep. So here's something also interesting. This elevator wood, which is all I can call it. And no, I'm not going to go into the Art Corp section because, well, frankly, it just doesn't make sense. This doesn't really... This is its own look next to the hangars. Because they don't really merge or blend. Different color schemes. Doesn't even fit with the arrow view, which is, I think, the one that would be closest to it. Okay, thank you for getting out of the way. Anyway, so... Oh, look, the tires are stuck in the ground. That's disturbing. Yeah, it's a really flat tire, to the point where it got ground off at the part of the rim. Okay. And now it's out of the floor, but it's still not doing anything. It's just probably not even drivable. I'll try it just to see. And now the sound effects can I move? Hey, well, you know I can move here. But look at how rough it is. I mean, this isn't even my driving. I mean, I can't even attribute it, to being... I can't attribute it being that rough to my driving. Despite what my girlfriend says. Because, I mean, it's really rough. It's all... basically grinding on the floor. This is really rough, CIG. You need to fix this thing. Because I can't even drive over these lights. I mean, come on. And if I try it, I get stuck or I get flipped around or something. Yeah, like that. And that. Okay, so it does not work in the arrow view hanger at all. I don't think it works in the asteroid hanger. Huh. I wonder if it's over. Oh well. Messed up this thing anyway. I mean, what happened with the suspension? Maybe. I think. Nope. Yep. It's capable of kind of not really. Can't actually go over there. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, enough of that. Oh, and by the way, CIG. Okay, I noticed something rather funny in ArtCorp. Like, a few days ago when I made another video. There's a gas station there, or at least a gas pump. At least it looks like a gas pump. Why is this powered by gasoline? When, by the time this technology comes out, batteries should have way more energy density than gasoline. 8 or 900 years in the future. Come on. You can do better. Anyway, so that said, it's the original. Really, I don't have the Mark I version? I think I might. Maybe, perhaps. Anyway, so all things being equal, I guess I've done enough messing around for now, so I guess I'll see y'all in the black. Have a good one. Bye. This time for sure.